up, y'all? It's the world famous.
You're listening to The Darren Green Show.
Right here.
Welcome again to another great episode of The Darren Green Show. I'm your humble and graceful host, Darren Green, chopping it up with one of my favorite people, Derek Hall.
Hey, y'all. What's up,
What's going on?
Whew, life is life. Just dealing with this freaking dog. Everybody, I know Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a special creature. He had his training today, trying to get him socialized with other dogs. He sees other dogs, he like goes crazy.
Right.
He had to do work today with another Rottweiler, and that was interesting. And lately, he's been eating the cat's shit out the litter box.
What?
And I'm like, are we not feeding you enough, or do you just like her food that bad? Like he would normally, like, if we have her food down, he'll like sneak in the kitchen and like try to eat her food. Have to chase.
Oh, eat her food. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but no, he's been eating But then he would go in the litter box and he's been eating her shit, like literally eating her shit.
Oh my goodness!
This dog is.
I don't know.
What is going on, girl?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I mean, I heard stories about dogs doing that, and that's like not a good sign. But don't quote me.
Not eating their own shit. Now he's done that before. Like if he pooped in his cage and he want to get in trouble, get a whooping, like he'll try to eat it before we get to him. He was like, "Stop! Just leave it. Just leave it. Leave it."
Lord Jesus. And that's what's going on at the dollhouse.
Right. These shelter dogs are something else. I'd rather it be him than my boyfriend.
Oh.
I mean, because that would be weird if I found out my boyfriend was eating cat shit. That would probably.
I'd be like, we need to talk about this.
Intervention, please.
Right. Fiction. Like
child, listen.
Honey.
Other than that, I'm just ready to see what's going on. What's giving up these VMAs this weekend. I'm excited. This has been a crazy week, but it's been a great week.
Yeah, it's definitely. I felt like the week went fast. Am I the only one? Like, it's just
summer's over.
I know. Like, I walked outside and it was so cool outside. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm not sweating. Like, yay! It's amazing. I love the fall. I don't like the winter that much too because it do be a little too cold. But I
can't be naked no more. I love summer. I want my little shorts.
No, y'all can't be naked no more.
Fine, that just means I'll be naked in my house.
Oh, Lord. Well, I mean, it's getting close to Halloween. It's very on brand that we've done stuff every year.
We have to do right. Well, the world closed last year, so we didn't get to do nothing. But yeah, right. I'm thinking about like either like having like a Halloween party or like do something for like other vax holes out there.
Guess I'm officially vaxxed. Hello.
Yes.
We team Pfizer, bitch. Pfizer.
Oh, y'all gonna have to take that boost.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, like you have to do something.
All right. Let me say. Definitely. It's funny how you said the VMA Awards. That's the 12th, right? Because it's Sunday. That's actually the same day as this podcast's birthday. I released my first episode. That's when it was called GreeneRadio.
Mm-hmm.
On that date. So it's
gonna be 3 years old, right?
4 years.
Oh, the baby.
I mean, you've been here for 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It went by kind of fast.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we really like it when I tell you just the elevation of this show, and not even just elevation as in like our presence or anything like that. Because I feel like we're still like kind of fairly new, but just we do live shows now, and there's certain elements of the show that has changed, and now hopefully we'll be adding on people to the group or whatever. So this is going to be like
easier.
Yeah, like
easier. Yeah.
So
I mean, listen, I have to give it to you. You have been an amazing producer to work with. I've worked with a lot of people on a lot of different projects, but the passion that you have to constantly keep, aiming to and striving to make it better. Like every week you're trying to find a new element to add and like ways to play and changing up things. And so I'm very proud of you. I'm really proud of from where you started and to where you're, and more so excited about where you're going or where the show is going. So kudos to you.
Period.
Words about it. They call this great.
Great. Yeah. So how was the first week of school?
First week of school was okay. Well, I mean, it's not bad or anything like that. It don't feel like this is it. Like, you ever get to the point where it's like, oh wow, this is really it. Like, it's like you about to go out and start working and start, being an adult, like for real. Like, it's almost scary. I'm like, well, dang. I mean, I was like, yeah, I can't wait. Like, I need to get the hell out of here. Now I'm like, oh my god, like this is really it. Like, so I'm just I feel like I'm trying to do everything I can to like be involved more, or just do things that I wouldn't normally do, because I know this is it. This is essentially like my last semester. It's not my last year, it's my last semester. I have to apply for graduation in a couple weeks.
Aww.
And it's just I ain't gonna get misty yet, because I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this damn statistics class. But we's definitely tutoring the hell out that class, because this is it. Like, I can't come back at all. But it's really surreal. I love it. I don't like that we're back having roommates now. I'm like, y'all said, oh well, y'all got vaccinated. Y'all gonna be fine, child. Y'all gonna be fine. That Delta variant ain't gonna do nothing, child. Y'all can be in the same room, honey.
I don't know this man.
Right. I like my roommate though. He's cool. It's whatever. It's not like being with someone that's just aggravating. So this is definitely, good. And that's all I'm gonna say on that, because that got me in trouble last time.
Oh yeah, that roommate situation was no joke.
That was no freaking joke, child. I was like, damn, not y'all listen to the show, honey. But did y'all like it too? Did y'all subscribe? Honey.
Wow.
Episode 142. Please be sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, I forgot to say this, to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, give us a comment. We want to know what you are thinking about what we're talking about. If you're listening to us, please, you know the drill. Please give us a rate and review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts. Follow us if you're on Spotify. We need those listeners up, child. We need those listeners up. And I feel like I have to address this. We did not do a show last week, and I know I said, I'm just trying to.
You wanted to take 2 weeks off. That's what you told me.
I wanted, yes, we actually wasn't going to do a show today, because I felt like I wanted to take 2 weeks off, because I feel like the last couple episodes, and I'm such a perfectionist, and I think that's kind of like, it's a good thing, but it's also like it gets in the way of me creating, because I feel like, okay, these 2 episodes, and when I say this, I don't want you to, it's me. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that say this show is really great. And I'm like you sound really good. Like, you sound like professional. I'm like, what? Huh? Like, I just like seen different mistakes that I made on the show. So it's like, what are you talking about? But like, I have to get out. I think creators really don't see it. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely been episodes where I'm like, damn.
You're also a Virgo. So you have that complex that you're a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
But you still have traits of like a perfectionist, and you want to perfect your craft, and so that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you're going to be critical, because you in your mind know how you want it to look and sound and be. But people on the outside who can't do what we're doing are going to appreciate what you're doing, because you're doing more than what a person who can't do this is doing. So,
right.
Just take it and be like, thank you so much. And then in your mind, just take your mental notes and then taking criticism from people who do what you're doing.
Right.
To make it better. So yeah, I think I say you're doing great.
I know. I try. I really do try. I really do try.
You're not trying, you're doing.
Yes. I feel like you're like Yoda. You ever watch the Star Wars? He was like, there's no try. Just do or do not. Right. Yeah. I feel like I'm Luke Skywalker in this bitch. All right. I promise. That's the last time I talk about Star Wars, guys. Don't leave. Anyway, let's get into these hot topics. There was a lot going on in music today. Okay, this was R&B making its reintroduction. Okay, we say that.
You can say that. I mean, it went somewhere. I thought the R&B was doing fine. Did it leave with Summer Walker?
Summer walking out. No. R&B definitely has been in remission. It's definitely been in the infirmary. I mean, it just, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Who gave us what we needed?
First of all, Chloe.
Bitch, that video. Lord. Have
And I
mercy.
was so worried. Have mercy. I was so worried because they promoted the hell out of this song. Like they promoted it on TikTok, and I kept on hearing it, and then like other people were saying, "See, this is gonna get the same reaction as this." This is, this hyped up thing. But then when we actually got it and we seen the rest of the song, like heard the rest of the song, well, watched it because I watched the video. I waited till 12 a.m. I'm like, damn, Chloe has arrived.
She has
always been there. See, when it was Chloe and Haley, they always been there though, because that last album.
But you could see it, like,
yeah.
No, you know what? Let me know that Chloe was about to storm. Was that performance of Nina Simone, Feeling Good. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, Beyonce's not gonna let this girl flop at all.
Okay, I was like, first of all,
she got the treatment. Okay,
who is this? Who is this girl? I'm like, not you over here, Nina Simone.
That's a woman.
That's a woman. Okay. I love the looks. I love the choreography, the hair, the makeup, just her her moves and her facial expressions and stuff like that. I was like, okay, this is really good. The artwork was cute. I thought the artwork was a promo for the VMA Awards because the VMA Awards be having the pastel colors, but it was the cover art for her actual. I think this is a single, right? She's coming out with a project.
Yeah.
I think everything about this was good. I want to listen to it more. Like, this is definitely on my playlist, so I've been listening to it like all day. But I want to see how this plays out because music, how it's gonna affect the charts, how it's gonna look on the radio and stuff like that. So
we'll probably have a major boost after her performance on Sunday.
Yeah, because she's supposed to perform on Sunday too, so we're gonna see her in action.
Chloe's about to hit the scene with her first solo top 10. Like, it's happening.
It's happening for her, and I really, yeah. A lot of people though were saying, because we got to talk about the drama girl, or what people are saying, that they don't know how they feel about the whole comparison to Beyonce now, because a lot of people saying like she is giving Beyonce, like some people really like it. People think it's like, yeah, it's on brand, like she's definitely like going to be up for being the next Beyonce, but like, do we want her to be? Because we do want her to be herself though. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't want no C words copy with.
But Beyonce is the first 6 years of her solo career was very much tribute. It was very Tina Turner. No, what I mean is like she spent the first part of like her solo career doing tributes, and even with her sophomore album, Deja Vu, like it led off with a single where her visuals were inspired by Josephine Baker, the dance moves, and like her vocal style and her look, like how she looked when she first came out, when they were like trying different things, and her father was like, I like this look on J-Lo, try that. Or I like when Mariah Carey did that, we're gonna try that
on J-Lo.
No, but that was part of her marketing and building her brand and things like that. So
the way around though,
it wasn't, because J-Lo was already out. So like even the way that she would try to change her hair and like until she found something that worked, we got stuck with Beyonce, blonde hair, cleavage and hips. So she had like the silhouette. Beyonce is a live performer, so she's going to give us dance and live vocals, acrobatics, and yeah. So because she kind of worked her way into her brand, so that Beyonce when you hear Beyonce, Beyonce when you see Beyonce, and I think that Chloe right now, she gives us that Beyonce vibe because she studied Beyonce. It's like Beyonce was her favorite artist because she met Beyonce as a child, like as a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And so she's under her wing, under her tutelage, to have that kind of close relationship, and having Beyonce kind of like be a matriarch of her career right now. Like, yes, we expect her to give no less than what Beyonce was giving at 23. 23 was the age that Beyonce went solo. Same thing for Chloe, and we saw what's going to happen when we see her performing next to Halle. You look at her and like, she's the Beyonce of this group. She gives 125%. She's very critical of herself, but she's on it. She's fucking flawless. She looks good. she's gonna be the girl that the girls gonna have to keep up with. And I
Yeah.
think that's why the Normani fans have been kind of like in the tizzy about like if Normani was gonna be able to perform with the VMAs and the pitting them against each other. And I'm just like, oh Lord, here it starts. Hopefully Normani will be more consistent and we'll be able to see them both, you know, they're both, you know, at the top of their game.
Them both elevate. I feel like it's gonna be
yeah.
You know what's good? I don't want to say that because then it's gonna be like
this will be the first time that we've ever seen Beyonce and Ciara perform at the same event. I mean,
not Beyonce
and Normani.
Ciao.
Great.
Look. Let's get into it though, because somebody left a comment on one of our posts or whatever. It was first of all, someone left a comment when we first made the post. You know, like, oh well, it was a Normani stand or whatever, right? This, that, and the third. This was like, oh well, look, she's performing there now. Yeah, back talk. I'm like, no, I'm not. Not we quoting Nicki lines, first of all. And second of all, child, we are very much team Normani here too.
Right, love her.
Don't let that last clip from an episode fool you. You get what I'm saying? We're definitely very much rooting for Normani as well. We cannot wait to see her take the stage and perform. I don't like how a lot of people were saying this is going to be the epitome of her career now, that she's going to have to keep on begging to get like seen and views and performances. I'm not with that at all. You get what I'm saying? I think there was an error that was going on. I mean, we understood that it was you know, it's a lot of people that was on the run of the show, so some people was gonna get left out. But like, we didn't think it was gonna be like Normani. Like, we didn't think, but it ended up being her, and it's like that's what had happened. And
well, luckily Laura dropped out because I was like, some of the people that shouldn't have been in no way. Like, her.
Laura dropped out.
That's why Normani got her spot.
Everybody want to listen to those Solar Power, child. I don't know what the hell you talk about. Nothing in it. Look, don't let me get into it because I listened to her whole album. Okay, that's good. That's saving a lot of time. Over here talking about Solar Power. I got this damn child. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, someone pulled out. I don't want to ever think that Normani don't got to beg for shit. That's just my main hope. That's my whole thing about the whole situation. Like that, when people were saying that stuff, I was like, child, y'all, Twitter shouldn't be free. Because a lot of y'all say some dumb shit on there. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me get my phone so I can say some dumb shit on Twitter real quick. Hold on.
Now, what we not gonna do? No, but Normani, I think she's definitely gonna eat. She's definitely gonna serve at the show. She's gonna give us a good look at the red carpet. I'm happy. I cannot wait for this project. I can't wait for everybody's project. This is we gotta stop pitting. Another thing too, we gotta stop pitting people against each other. So I feel like I see a lot of that with the whole Chloe, who's gonna be the next it girl, who's gonna be the next it girl, this, that, and the third. Look, let me tell you something. We still the people that was on before, you know what I'm saying? They not going nowhere either. So they gotta like SZA just released 3 different songs on her SoundCloud.
Who?
SZA on her unreleased SoundCloud.
Yes. Okay.
So like these girls ain't going nowhere. Everybody talk about who's gonna be the next thing, who's gonna be the next child. Live for the music. And I think somebody was saying this too, and I don't want to go off on too many tangents because we do got a list. We got a list of topics. But people were talking about how streaming is kind of like ruining music, because it's like Lizzo was talking about how she's like happy to be like number 20 something or 17 on the charts or whatever, and saying that I'm happy. I feel like if you're not number 1, it's like your song is, you feel like you flopped or something like that. It's like, no, like she's top 20. You get what I'm saying? Streams don't mean nothing. Like, we get it. People was talking about like how older people coming out with their albums and stuff like that, they're not gonna like dominate the charts or whatever, but it don't matter. Like, it's as long as it's on it shouldn't. If the music good, because there's a lot of good music that don't chart.
Yeah. There are thousands of artists that are publishing music every year. So I mean, everybody can't be in the top 10. It's out of thousands of people. Mm-hmm. And also you have like, when you are a part of the mainstream engine, like when you're back with a label who has like access to radio, like owns radio stations and you know, like, so for Columbia artists, they're partnered with like CBS, you know what I mean? So them Columbia artists performing at the Grammys doesn't surprise me because they own it. So it's like, if you're in the mainstream media, if you're partnered with a mainstream label, then you have access to those things. What's surprising and what is most rewarding is seeing independent artists who are able to break through that and pull a listenership and really, see real support of their music because it's good music, as opposed to it just, this is a new song by this artist that's been propped up and paid off, and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
we'll be getting into that too. Anyway, on to the next song on the Docket Honey, Alicia Keys featuring Sway Lee, La La. Let me tell you something. And I'm very critical of Alicia Keys' new work recently. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I don't know what you was doing past 2010. Mm-hmm. But this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Oh, I like the sound of it.
Like it's giving very much like like one of those clubs that you go to that's like they serve brunch and it's like live music, whatever. Like I can see her doing this, not doing it, but I'm just saying like I could see like the ambiance is giving me that type of vibe. I like it. I like the Sway Lee's on it. My thing is, why Sway Lee sounding like Justin Bieber on there though?
No, why does Justin Bieber sound like Sway Lee?
Ooh.
Why does Bieber sound like? Oh, okay, whatever.
I had a conversation about that the other day too. It said like Justin Bieber is trying to sound like I ain't gonna say skin folk, but definitely he's trying to sound more R&B.
They call it blue-eyed soul. That's what the old folks call it, blue-eyed soul.
Allegedly.
That's what they used to call it.
Anyway, no, the song is it's interesting. It's definitely on my personal playlist. I think you should listen to it. It is Alicia Keys' La La. I think she's promoting another album too, so can't wait for that. Ari Lennox, Pressure, that was another good one. It was a good listen. I love her voice.
Yes, cousin.
Like it's just, I'm sorry. Like her voice just is so like I like it. It's very psychedelic. Let me stop.
I'm just yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're just here for it. You heard it?
No.
Nope. Now. But I know you're good. I'm
gonna go back and listen to it. I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll probably listen to it tonight. Oh shit, I got food in the oven. But yeah, right. I'm gonna burn my chicken.
Don't burn the chicken, child. Oh Lord, child. Yeah, but Ari Lennox, I'm happy. I'm glad she's still making music because I know she's another one that's like very critical about her music and stuff like that. And it was a lot of things that, as far as awards and stuff like that, and not getting recognition and stuff like that. So it's just good. It's refreshing to see her, come back and be like, you know what, I'm gonna just come out with some dope ass music, and that's what she did. And she came out with, I think she came out with a video too, which is interesting. One other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'll just repeat myself once Derek come back. Okay, there he is.
Yes, I had to make sure that the dinner was ready when my man gets home.
Okay. I know that's the pick, right?
All right, friend. Okay.
I was just about to call that.
Bitches is mad.
Oh.
But no,
Ari Lennox. Yeah.
Yes, I gotta listen to Pressure. But I mean, of course, the only real thing that I wanted to hear and listen to is out now, which was Aaliyah's Red album. And it just brought back, I was like, oh my God.
Wanna rock the like when I tell you I was like vibing and like
finally
doing belly dances and shit this morning because I was like, oh what? I'm like, what? Oh, this out, child.
It's so crazy. She's been there for 20 years and her music, it's like it fits.
It's still popping.
Damn, I miss Aaliyah.
They said some of her music was actually charting. I was like, oh, okay.
We love Aaliyah. The fuck? That's a legend.
And what about it? Yeah. We love to hear it. I will say that. Now, we got to get into some things.
Ooh.
And you already know what things we about to get into. You know what this podcast is about. You know what we talk about on here. What's going on with us?
We get into the mess.
Let's get into the mess. Oh, wow.
What?
We're having some technical difficulties. Oh, that's so on brand.
What had happened?
something with the other thing. Anyway, I had to share the screen. So we got to talk about Miss Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat, because that was one of the topics that had me like, okay, I think we need to have a show, because I don't want this topic to get old,
Right.
you know, and it's already aging anyway. But Nicki appeared on Twitter Spaces, on a Twitter Spaces chat,
Mm-hmm.
and was asked about the rumor that she was supposed to be on Doja Cat's "Get Into It Yeah" on her Planet Her album.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't have the audio, but I can tell you what she said verbatim. Basically, she said, or I can paraphrase it. Basically, she said that asked to get on the song. She asked for more songs, though, because she wasn't feeling Get Into It yet. She felt like she had nothing to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this. You get what I'm saying? I definitely feel like Nicki would ate. You get what I'm saying? Either way, I felt like she would have definitely ate on that verse or whatever. We all wanted her to be on there. However, I had to trust her better judgment. And I said this on my TikTok page. I said this needs to be a wake-up call to other artists, to let people know, like, not everything needs to be a collab. Not everyone always have to work together. Not in the aspect, like, if it's not natural, if it's not organic. And when you look at it, people that come up with like songs and stuff like that, like that do remixes and collabs and features and stuff like that, it don't be that good. It don't sound good together. Some people don't sound good together on a certain song, or some people don't sound good in general. Yeah. And I think that's what Nicki was trying to say. And at that point, I was like, fine, I get it. I'll trust your better judgment. There's would have been nothing that you would have added to the song, even though I don't know. I feel like that song still would have ate if she was been on it.
Well,
but it's just me.
So Doja addressed it first, right? When she went live and was saying that she didn't name Nicki, of course, but she was saying there were other artists that she. Where you going? Yeah, that, you know, she wanted to. There were artists that she wanted on some songs, and it just didn't work out. Especially for that song, because she loved her second verse and she didn't want to take her second verse off. And Nicki was like, first of all, it's a major compliment for Nicki Minaj to say, there's nothing I can do on this song because you did what needed to be done. Okay, so for Doja, who loves Nicki Minaj, like I said, it's a major accomplishment. Mm-hmm. And Nicki said that they sent her like 3 songs. And she just, I think, because the Doja also said that it was Imagine was one of the songs. And she's like, yeah, I could have picked better songs. But it's like a learning lesson. Yeah. There's still hope for another Nicki and Doja collab. Nicki said in the Twitter space that what she would have liked would have been able to work with her like she did with Bia. You know, like get in the studio and let's write together and let's, you know, create a song together, as opposed to your label sending me a song or trying to, you know, you write a verse, blah, blah, blah. And she said it was too many people in the middle. So like she reached out to Doja and was like, if it was, you know, a one-on-one thing, then we could do something. So that may happen in the future. But it's, you know, sometimes when people get like one side of the information, people run with it. But there was never any hint of ill.
Yeah, because it was people trying to say, oh, Nicki don't like Doja, or she's trying not to work. I'm like, girl, first of all,
Doja is a professional barb.
Okay.
And that's not going to change. So just because she's one of the it girls right now in rap, she still pays homage to Nicki and gives her so much respect. And Nicki has returned that love back to her. So there's no issue there.
There's no malice. And I think Nicki was being genuine with that. And I feel like I said, it's like people really will just get on the song because, oh, the fans want it, or oh, they paid me this amount of money, this, that, and the third. You send the verse, you do the verse. And it's just like, it's just plain. Like, it's not like features and remixes used to be like a real big deal. Like, you'd be like, oh my God, it'd be a moment.
Yeah.
In studio. They used to be in studio together, you know, with the verses. Now it's all like, oh, send me the song. I'll go to my studio. You can sometimes, as a sound person too, you can tell when they're not in the same studio. Like, you can almost tell. Like when I heard Bia's
Sit, stay.
remix with a whole lot of money with Nicki Minaj or whatever, you could tell they was in the same studio. I mean, they did the whole
or at least had the same engineer, because you can send in raw, you can send in your vocals raw, and then you just have one engineer mix and master the single, or mix and master the song. But yeah, sometimes you can tell when people just add their verse on top of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you said, the different producers, people edit things differently. I'll be like, why this? Now I got to turn it back up and shit. Let me stop.
Like, damn, you recorded this in your bathroom? What's going on, girl?
Gain it up, shit. But no, that's that on that. We love Doja and Nicki, and I think some of the barbs also, not the because I love barbs, but like they felt kind of a way. They kind of are trying to put two and two together. It's like, oh yeah, Nicki denied the feat, the collab or whatever, and then she cosplayed Nicki in the second verse. I was like, no, Doja was always gonna have that verse in there. If Nicki was gonna be on it or not. I don't know how they would have did it, but they're singers. They would have.
I feel like we still could get a remix where get into it. Have what I want to have her to redo it, and then have Ariana pop on there with Nicki, and then I want that. Yeah.
Get into it.
Yeah.
But it cannot be like the what's that Chloe and Haley song, Do It, where they had freaking JT, Young Miami, Ruby Rose, I was like, child.
Ruby Rose, child.
It wasn't Ruby Rose. It was Lotto,
something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah,
Mulatto and all the girls. Then they said Young Miami wasn't rapping on. No, JT wasn't rapping on beat and stuff. I'm like, Doja ate though. She ate that verse, but yeah. Let's do it organically. Yes, let's push for that. Anyway,
whatever they decide to do. I mean, it's them. So,
well, speaking of Nicki, anyway, you seen she was hanging out with Upon the Replay.
Yes, Nicki was out there with the Avon lady.
Not the Avon lady. No, for real. I look. Let me tell you something. People are hoping, that we'll get another Nicki and Riri situation.
I hope so. Unless she's gonna drop a lipstick.
That's no. And let me tell you something. These singers, speaking of being her being the Avon lady, like these singers is coming out with their own the beauty kits and stuff. I've seen Ariana. I think she doing something. I'm like, okay. They're like, oh, you get a billionaire? I could be a billionaire doing this, and I ain't got a tour. Oh, okay. Okay. Bet.
Just saying. Make your money.
Make your money. And that's all I'm saying. So we got to move on. We got to talk about this. Is really the reason why I wanted to get on this show today. Because this situation between our certified lover boy and Yee. First of all, did you listen to the albums?
I did.
What'd you think? Let's start with Donda.
I liked it. It's like a mood kind of album. I listened to it while I was in my tub with the jets going. A nice little gin and pomegranate soda. While I was soaking in my tub, I was listening to all these chants, and I was like, "Oh, I just feel like I'm in a bathhouse, child, or getting saved and baptized, and all this stuff." Like that's what it felt like. But I also liked a lot of the messages in what he was saying. It's like, Kanye is so misunderstood because out here in the real world, like he just does shit the wrong way or it says the wrong things. But listen to the music, like Kanye is fucking troubled, but like you're never gonna get rid of him. He's like a bad bacterial infection, and your body has rejected antibiotics. Like he ain't going nowhere. Because as long as he's controversial, he's going to be present, and I don't think that he's going to be able to make it through this existence without being controversial, which means he's going to always be here
and have an episode. Okay, so and
Certified Lover Boy
that came out there following. They actually came out the same week. They obviously people's teams did not want their albums to come out the same day, so that's why. Or the other reason, it was on Sunday, and he wanted to, be holy or whatever. Drop it on the Lord's Day. You get what I'm saying?
Good for him.
Certified Lover Boy did more in streams.
3 days. In 3 days, then Donda in 8.
In 3 days. That's just because Drake has a cult following. Like,
does Kanye don't have a cult following?
He do, but okay, fine. Okay, you arguably Drake is definitely the bigger artist. But honestly, I feel Donda was more enjoyable, and maybe it's because of the theatrics. Maybe it's because of the whole, the listening party. Like it was something that he did that was different. Even though he could have just been thinking shit up as he was going along, because people calling him, oh my god, he's this marketing genius, and like he's basically doing a tour without even releasing the album yet. It's gonna get people hyped, which it did.
It broke records. It went number 1 in 131 countries.
You talking about Donda?
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Drake, I have like 5, and just like I have with Donda, I have like 5 songs. And me saying that I enjoyed Donda does not make it a better album. Because I feel like both of them, it was given very much half-ass on both sides.
Oh wow.
However, I think Drake's was just a little. It wasn't as enjoyable as I thought it would be. Like the lyrics, like Drake is gonna give you some lyrics, but like some of the stuff that he was saying on there, like even the whole thing is "I'm too sexy for that whole song." They said that's like a male version of WAP. Like it's like he wanted to have his hot boy version of it or whatever. I'm like,
they weren't talking about stiff ass dick.
Yeah, but it's still like it's the glorification of oh me, I'm just like the sexual object.
But that's music. Like people be taking this shit too serious. Like this is supposed to be fucking fun, y'all. It's supposed to be fun. It's entertainment.
I'm just saying, just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I felt like Donda was just a little bit more enjoyable because it just gave me like a moment. It was a moment. You get what I'm saying? And don't get me confused. I'm neither of these people's fans. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not heavily like I'm not.
The album gave you a moment. What was the moment it gave you?
I mean, it was. He called it Donda. It was some of the music on there, like where he was with the theatrics and the features and stuff like that. Hurricane was definitely one of my favorite. That had
like Hurricane. Yeah,
Hurricane was a good one. The other one, Jesus something, where he had the guy that his dad is incarcerated and still not out. Let me see. I got the songs. Remote Control, that was a good one. Like he was giving us some bars. Like it just seemed more entertaining. Okay. It felt like it was, first of all, Drake's Certified Lover Boy. I felt like it was Scorpion 2, like Scorpion 2.0, like a continuation of another project. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. It didn't do it for me. Okay. It didn't. However, I think that both of them could have done a lot better though at the same time.
Okay.
It just, I don't know. I felt like the whole
you don't feel like either one of them topped their earlier work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
In which, there was topics, people talking about on TikTok, like, oh, well, when an artist gets to a certain stature or whatever, why are they always expected to be like the very best or put the 100% effort into? I'm like, because that's what you do in life. Like you don't be half-ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine us 1,000 episodes down the road and we just sitting here just twiddling our thumbs. Like Wendy Williams. Anyway, allegedly. I'm sorry, but like it's not enjoyable. You get what I'm saying? And I get it. Like you done made your money, you got your fans, y'all can freaking drop 5 different songs of y'all screaming and people it probably would chart and everything.
Right.
Okay. But just give us some type of effort. And I felt like it was just like a race to like get it done before the other one, to try to shift the other one. Like, oh, Drake released like a diss track That was after the fact, but Drake released like a diss track that had like Andre 3000 in it, where he was like dissing, where Kanye was dissing Drake or whatever, and and then like Kanye released Drake's address and stuff. I'm like, honey, girls, you're both pretty.
You remember when Kanye and 50 Cent were beefing and they dropped their album on the same day and they were trying to see who was gonna sell more? You remember that?
I may have been a child. I don't remember that. I don't remember them ever beefing. 2010s is when I started listening to the music, really.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
But no, go ahead and say it, because now I want to know. Like,
no, it was giving me very much that, like, who's gonna dominate the week. It's like boxing matches. You know,
but I'm sure they probably came out with dope ass albums though. Like,
Drake also has his demographic for his listenership is different than Kanye's. I mean, Drake has the women; they're gonna buy all the copies, extra copies of his shit. Kanye is a music lovers person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like producers and other rappers and shit like that buying his shit. You know what I mean? Because it's Kanye and he's still a genius. He just fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up genius. So, but congrats to them both. You know. I've listened to both albums. I mean, there may be some songs I'll play again eventually in my lifetime, but they dropped albums. Congratulations.
You said they dropped albums. Congratulations.
We love the albums. We're all gonna buy it.
We're all gonna buy it.
Thank you.
No, thank you. They said Kendrick about to eat though. Like he said, Kendrick is about to. Everybody worried about who out there when Kendrick dropped. But see, we gotta stop doing this though. Everybody's like, oh, this person gonna drop and they're gonna kill him, and then what the hell was this?
We'll see.
We shall definitely see. When it comes to music nowadays, I can't speculate nothing. We will see.
We just want good music, y'all.
Okay.
All the music is good. Just give us
y'all to give us something, honey. Give us something. I mean, like Drake came out with some music videos. I didn't watch it yet. Maybe if I watch it, I'll be like, okay, all right. Maybe it's he did his thing, but still, like, I don't know. I just some of the songs in there. I literally had to skip some of the songs. Like, it was that dry. Like I didn't do that with Donda. Like I listened to that full 2 hours. I was like, all right, come on now. And I think also the reason why the mystery behind his Donda success is he had a lot of features too. Like he had a lot. He relied a lot on these young rappers. I heard Lil Baby in it. I heard some Weeknd was in it. Some other rappers that I don't really know their names, but they're young. You get what I'm saying? Like it had a lot of people on it. So
yeah, he gave y'all DJ Khaled.
Not DJ Khaled. Well, a little bit better than that now. Give him some credit. But I don't know. We'll see how this does on well, we already know how it did. How it did. It already surpassed Kanye's, but we'll just see what happens later because you never know. Streams might pick up. I'm hoping on it. But we gotta talk about Miss Olivia or Raven.
Like Olivia
from
oh yeah,
I'm
looking like I'll say, Lord, not this Rodrigo girl again. All right.
Like I don't know who she is. I don't know who.
Don't know her.
Not Mariah Carey.
I don't know her.
Anyway, let's get into it. Raven-Symone revealed during a recent appearance on the Pride podcast at the Disney Channel, executives asked her, would she want her character in the reboot series Raven's Home to be lesbian? And she said in quotes, there was a conversation before. She said no. And the reason why she said no was, in quotes, I said it wasn't because I wasn't proud of being LGBT. It was that Raven Braxton is Raven Braxton. And she added, there was no reason for me to change the human that she was in order to fit the actress that played her. And Raven Braxton is a character that I was proud to play, even if she was straight, cisgender. I don't mind, basically. Surprisingly enough now, I agree. Like, you know, I see it because I feel like, I'm not going to just say just LGBT characters, but like, just because she's like lesbian in real life, doesn't mean that the characters that she played, that she will reboot or whatever, has to be that as well. I feel that that's a good way to get typecasted, Billy Porter. Child, let's talk about it. But no, like I understand, because a lot of people's like, why? It would have been a big moment. I'm like, I mean,
no, we don't need that.
Right. I mean, what was your thought?
Let her be gay and problematic in her own life. We don't need that on Disney right now.
He said we don't need that on Disney right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. Like she said, that's a character that has already had its own life. And
it's got married, divorced.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that, be all that. I mean, it'd be a great opportunity for for kids to see how life transitions sometimes. But yeah, I would have been like, no, no. Like the whole point of being an actor is being able to play out different roles. Why you want to make my characters more like my life? Let me just play this character to get my check and go the fuck home, girl.
And then once you make her that character, it's like, who's gonna write me then? Because like, it's just not. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Right. So it's like I get what she's talking. I get what she's saying, and I wholeheartedly agree. And I know I brought up Billy Porter. Did you watch
Cinderella?
Girl.
I watched it. I'm never watching it again. I was over it by the time when they started, and they started off with Rhythm Nation. I'm like, what
is this? Well, see,
but it was nice. It was enchanted and charming.
Not enchanted and charming.
Yeah, I would rather watch Brandy.
I actually had to pause it. Like I had to literally because like once you said what?
I said you had to take a beat.
I had to take a beat. Cause like they started rapping in there, and if you know me, I hate. And sorry if there's any Hamilton fans in here. I hate rapping in musicals. I think that shit is so tacky. Like, ugh. So I had to pause it up. I'm like, let me get out of here. And then they only do the black person. Only the black person raps. I get it. Whatever. Don't want to do culture appropriation, I guess. But like, I came back to it. I don't really like Camilla because Camilla got a little pass that I'm very critical about. Child. But okay, like you said it best. They should have had Ariana Grande do that shit.
Yeah, Ariana should have did it. I was saying it the whole time we were watching it here. I was like, y'all could have just let Ariana do this.
It would have been perfect. But no, y'all wanted Camila Cabello, which she was annoying. I never been annoyed by a Cinderella character. Like I was. So. Like, okay, you want to have your own, you want to be a beautician, you want to make dresses and so I'm like, all right, girl.
I'm like, Cinderella wanted a job. Girl, who wrote this?
I like how they changed it around though. Like they changed it, like it was
very empowering.
Yeah. However,
said, girl, fuck that nigga. I want to sell these dresses, honey.
And why was the stepmom wasn't mean enough? I'm sorry. I needed her to be evil.
Right. The stepmom was nice at the end. Like, listen, now you just need to listen.
I'm like, that's not canon.
You gotta go get that man, girl. You got dreams.
You got dreams. I'm like,
girl, fuck them dreams.
Not she caring about you.
like you see this house? Okay, my daughters are ugly. They ain't gonna have none of this. Okay, you can have something. You know what I'm saying?
Billy Porter's performance as the godmother, it was given very much pray tell, and that's why I made that joke too. Like typecast. I don't want him to get typecast. I want him to do other. Now see, and somebody really had to check me on that. Because I was like, no, what y'all doing? Billy Porter doing his thing, but when I watched it, I'm like, oh shit, it is giving a little bit of pray tell, child. Is that what you're going to be doing for like the rest of your duration as an actor? Like, I would try to do other things, but if he like it, I love it. You get what I'm saying? What you think, Derek?
I think that he's kind of in that same space that Kerry Washington was in after Scandal, doing Scandal so long. Like, you are that character now. You're always going to be Olivia Pope. And so he's always going to be Pray Tell now. And he's been in this business for my whole life. And it's like, as an artist, he's become a caricature. And I think that I'm hoping that he's not going to be like one-dimensional for the rest of his career. Now that pose is off. So I'm not interested in seeing him being the same old queen in every movie or everything. So
rom-com and everything is
I loved the fashion. Now I will say this: that outfit he had on, like, I want this necklace now because the dog can wear some things. It was very, very Fifth Element. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's not Fifth Element.
But it didn't give what I wanted it to give. But then I realized, like, oh wait, I'm fucking 30. Okay, I've had my Cinderella. My Cinderella is black with braids, and the prince is Asian, and his dad is white, and his mom is black. Okay, that is my Cinderella story.
Okay,
so
shout out to
right. So if y'all want the next generation to have a racist Cuban as as Cinderella, then so be it, child. Let it be. Like the prince had a sister that's gonna be queen. Though I'm like, y'all just done flip this fairy tale upside down.
The whole thing. I'm like, okay, Disney got 48 hours. Because it wasn't a Disney show.
Right. I'm like, they should have made the prince gay. That's what I was waiting for. To be like, I don't want to marry a princess. I'm in love with my best friend. I was at one point, I was looking at them like,
right,
they finna flip this? I was like, no, this is gonna be a wreck I wasn't prepared to watch.
Yeah, queer baiting.
Right. But it was all right. Out of 10,
it was all right. 5.
Give it 4 stars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
4.5. I'll meet you in the middle.
Not 4.5, child. Yes. No, but like I didn't have any high expectations for it. Once I found out Camila Cabello was gonna be Cinderella, I'm like, oh, okay.
They performed Rhythm Nation, child. I was over it.
Anyway,
what in the Wonder Bread is this?
I was peddling through what's going on with Chasing Reality. They're doing their Chasing Dallas season. I seen the full trailer.
Oh yes,
and there's already drama with the cast members. Child, I was watching. Cause you know about them because they promoted their song before. It's the TT Network.
Yeah.
They did a story on. I
said Thirst Trap Boys. Yeah,
Thirst Trap Boys. Child, Reese G is beefing with some cast member, child, that said, "Oh, I'm not really a cast member on there, and now using my likeness for streams or whatever." Child, Reese G was on live talking about it. I'm like, there's already drama before the show happened, so I'm like, we gonna see if we gonna capture that on the show. Just letting y'all know.
Girl, let me get in this DM real quick. I'm like, hey, we need some information.
We need some information.
Come on over here. Come on in the room.
Some character, Eric James, he said that he wasn't a cast member and that they're using his likeness or whatever. Did you watch Chasing Dallas?
I think I watched Chasing Dallas Retreat. I gotta go back. I'm gonna do like I did with Atlanta and go back and watch from season 1 all the way through because I saw their Retreat. Yeah.
Hopefully we get some people on here, you get what I'm saying? So get some interviews because I miss doing that. Like I felt like that we literally took a 2-week break after that. Like I had because I felt like that month.
It was a lot. I was like, yes.
Almost every week we had like somebody from Chasing LA. It was fun. It definitely was a learning experience as far as interviewing and stuff like that. But yeah. Let's get into our last topic. We got to talk about this damn state.
Wait a minute. Before we move on, since we're talking about Chasing Reality, listen, I am actually more excited for Just Lauren. Yes, Lauren England from Chasing Atlanta is getting her own spinoff.
What was she on?
Chasing Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you gotta get into chasing Atlanta too.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you were in chasing LA, but you got to get into chasing Atlanta. She was in the first episode of Chasing LA. She was the trans woman that came with Oliver and Q. Yeah, it's Lauren. She sells hair. She had a hair studio. She does music. She's pretty dope.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see the next chapter of her story. So,
Okay.
anyway, but now we'll be talking about Texas again. What they doing?
And we never talked about Texas. It's the first time we talked about Texas on this damn show. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So apparently, the Supreme Court has allowed Texas law to go into effect that bans women from getting an abortion after 6 months. 6 months.
Weeks.
6 weeks. Oh, I said, girl, 6 weeks of their pregnancy.
Yeah.
My thing is this: aren't they having issues with foster? Aren't they having like a whole foster care crisis that they're not doing anything about? I'm like, I guess the sanctity of life doesn't really matter when you're alive, right? It's weird. Like, what was your whole thoughts with that situation?
I think I said on Twitter, the lone star on their flag is Texas's Yelp rating at this point. I think that anytime there is legislation to kind of control people's bodies, like even with the vaccine thing, I just feel like, you can like code enforcement just for public safe and safety and public health. But like this abortion thing, I just feel like as a woman, I can't imagine what they are feeling, because there's so many different ways or situations where women end up pregnant. And it's like, you're going to legally tell me I can't get rid of this. It's not a baby. This is literally tissue. It's like a tumor that I can't get rid of because it can develop into a human, which the only thing you want us to keep having babies for is so that it increases the value of the country, because that means you have more people that you can enter into the working class. Like every child and every Social Security card, every Social Security number is like $1 million bond. Like that's your expectancy, your life expectancy. You expect it to transact at least $1 million. And you're either going to cost the government that, or you're going to bring that to the country. But it's like,
yeah, and it's like it's not
a heartbeat. At 6 weeks, it's just tissue with electrical pulses. Like that's not a person. It's not conscient. It's not conscience. It doesn't have any real rights because it's not a person. It's developing tissue.
Makes no sense. It makes no sense. And these are the same red states that allow the death penalty, war, supports gun ownership, not wearing the mask or getting vaccinated. Right. None of this is pro-life.
And if their daughter come up pregnant as a teen, guess where they're going? To go find her ass in the bush.
Yeah.
Or shipping us somewhere so she can get a baby for adoption.
And that's what I have issues with this country. It's like, it's not because y'all not doing this because of morality. Y'all doing this because of the bottom dollar. Y'all doing this because of money. You get what I'm saying? This is like the same thing what people said about the whole prostitution thing. It's like, man, it's because they can't get a cut. And that's what it is. Somehow abortion affects that. I mean, to be honest, I don't think as much abortions is going on, and this is just I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think as much abortions is going on as the country thinks. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of people's last resort. So I don't know what and then the whole thing with the law is like everyone involved will get fined. Like not only the doctor, but the person that took her there, or just like anybody that helped her out, or anybody that helped that person out. So the law is just weird. And for the Supreme Court to pass it, it's just, I don't know, child.
It didn't really pass anything. It wasn't anything that they would. It's not something for them to hear. Like they can give their response, but it's not a case that they're taking on at the moment. It's just they give their take on it. Can't ban it, but there have been several lawsuits that have been brought up, and the Attorney General of the United States has filed a suit against Texas. So we'll see what happens.
We definitely share. I know Joy Behar from The View said that what's going on in Texas is akin to what's going on with the whole Taliban situation. I'm like, child.
That's extreme, but okay.
Well, you know them ladies that you know The View. You know The View.
I know, and they're back.
I know. Speaking of that, like it's so refreshing watching them like in the same room and cutting each other off, and not seeing Megan, for a change. I love it. I can't wait. Like I'm mad that I'm in college because every time I'm in college, I can't watch daytime television because I'm up. I'm doing sleeping more, going to class early, but it just looks good to see them together because they was doing that damn Zoom call. They was like, "Huh? What? It's your turn." Like everybody just talked, and then that was it, and there was no pushback. But glad to see everybody's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, good for them. The set looks nice. Glad for them to be in the same room. But I didn't make it through the whole episode. We got to we watched like the first 8 minutes. And it was like, we don't care about this.
He said we don't care about it. No, after Hot Topic, after like the political talk, and then they have like other people on and stuff. I'm like, yeah, anybody. I don't care about Susie the comedian. You know what I'm saying? Because they be having some dumb interviews. I'm like, child, why y'all got these people on? You used to have Beyonce on here. Right. Anyway, I think that's it for the show. We got a good clean hour and 2 minutes.
Yes. Well, I hope all is well. Hopefully. What you got planned for the weekend?
What I got planned for the weekend? Child, I ain't got no money. I gotta save up. I was trying to go to freaking East LA today, but my Klarna was at my Klarna, child. The quad pay shit. I'm like, oh no, you're not going to eat today. You paying us. So I have to deal with that and hopefully get some crumbs to get some Chinese food. Hopefully, I'm probably just gonna be working and doing homework.
Y'all send Darren some money in his Cash App, y'all.
Okay, honey, money sign TDGS0 on Cash App, child. It's I need some help. Anyway, with that being said, I guess I'll see you guys next week because we're back.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on TikTok at the Derek. Oh no, I got suspended from TikTok.
Damn.
You have to follow me now at Prince Derek Doll. And then you can find me at the Derek Doll everywhere else.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
If you like what you heard, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star rating. As always, enjoy the convo.
Hold on. What the hell? Oh, okay. I don't know why it was doing that. Talk about lost some location. Like, girl, what you talk about? I know my shit ain't. I just know my shit working. Can you hear me? Oh, are you on?
What's up, y'all? It's the world.
Okay, I did not tell you to play. Oh, you're muted.
I was like, we still live?
Oh, we still live. Oh, bye, y'all.